Pokemon Scarlet Violet leaks all over the place. This video is going to go into some new details about the evolutions of Fuecoco, both evolutions for it, and some of the new Pokemon that we're going to be getting in the game as well. So as always, turn away now if you want to avoid spoilers. Do check out some other videos. Not all the videos are leaks these days, so there's still other things that are absolutely relevant to you guys going forward before we get ready for Pokemon Scarlet Violet, because I'm looking forward to just cracking that game open and busting up all sorts of stuff. New gimmicks, new exploits, new giveaways, all sorts. So I can't wait to do that stuff for you guys. But in this video, yes, there are spoilers. Hopefully you guys have turned away by now. I'm going to get into it right now. So let's have a look at some new details and descriptions for Fuecoco. Let's start off with Fuecoco. A long time ago, Riddler Coup promoted this image to try and showcase or riddle us the Fuecoco evolution, final evolution. We now have vivid descriptions of what exactly the second and the third evolutions are going to be. So what we do know for certain is that its final evolution is going to be like a crocodile on all fours with a sort of bird coming out of its head in a sense. Yesterday, Mr. Leaker gave us this, which is the leg count for all of the evolutions for these Pokemon. So as we can see, the starter evolutions are as such, as we already know from the images. And we can see its second evolution for Fuecoco is actually still going to have 2 legs, but it's going to finally become the 4-legged crocodile Pokemon, only in its final evolution, which is going to have 4 legs. It's going to be touching the ground, it's going to be on all fours. However, it is going to have a bird on its head. Going by this description that we've now gotten, the chicken, or the bird, on Fuecoco's head is going to be a bird made of fire, okay? That's going to be a part of the Pokemon. We know Fuecoco's final evolution is going to be Fire Ghost. It's going to have something to do with the bird on its head. The bird is going to be made of fire entirely, and it's probably going to feature in its special move. We don't know that for sure, but that's probably going to happen. But what about its middle evolution? Does the bird just appear suddenly randomly, or is there a connection? Well, we happen to have its middle evolution too. The middle evolution of Fuecoco is going to have an unhatched egg on its head made of fire. That's gonna be so cool, guys. It's gonna be on 2 legs. Now that we know it's gonna be on 2 legs, it's gonna have an unhatched flame egg on its head. It's gonna be starting to continue to resemble sort of a crocodile, as we know from the first and the third leaks as well. So very interesting now that we got a much more vivid description of both of its evolutions for Fuecoco now. Next up is an update to this Pokemon that we were covering. This is going to be a water style Diglett looking thing. It's going to be an eel. However, this is going to be one of those imposter Pokemon that are being added as a new concept into the game. Its coloring, of course, is going to be pink. Not of course, but for whatever reason, it's going to be pink. And that's the one difference that, other than this image, was actually different. So Riddler Coup actually said that this image, fan art of this Pokemon here, is actually spot on, except for the coloring, which is going to be pink. It's still going to have the Diglett face. It's going to be a water eel of some sorts. So very cool, guys, but at least we have an update on this, so you can try to picture this pink instead. New information on the Pawmi line. We know it's going to be electric fighting for the first time ever. That combo is now being added into Pokemon Scarlet Violet. We know this is correct. This image is real. Interestingly enough, coming from a different source to the actual leaker that we're going by these days. However, there's more information. It turns out that Pawmi is going to be a 3-stage evolutionary line. So we don't know, is this the final evolution or is this the middle evolution? And whichever one it is, we don't know what the other one is at all, but we do know there is one now. So that's cool. That's a very big change from what Pokemon usually does with the Pikachu clone or Pikachu ripoff. Raging speculation for me that maybe Pawmi is not meant to be this generation's Pikachu ripoff. Maybe we're going to get something else entirely. Other big info about Pawmi is it's going to come with a new skill that's going to revive fainted Pokemon, completely busting up the competitive scene. It's going to be very interesting to see how that works. This is a brand new innovative thing that's been added for the first time ever. It's basically going to save you from having to use Revive, but you're going to get to use it as a move from a Pokemon instead. Very interesting indeed, and of course it's mostly obviously going to apply to doubles. I wonder if it's going to apply to just any Pokemon in your party rather than the Pokemon that are just out in the field. Still yet to be seen, but that's a really, really powerful sounding move. Another major revelation, new grass fire type Pokemon is coming. That's cool, that's going to be really powerful. More information about this Jigglypuff is that this is going to be a part of a whole series of new concept Pokemon, which are all going to have a similar ability, similar to what we've seen with the Ultra Beasts. All the Ultra Beasts abilities, despite being a little different, all do the same thing in essence. And this is going to apply to the same way to all these new concept Mons, which Jigglypuff here, a different kind of Jigglypuff, appears to be a part of. So, very intriguing, and this is like what I said, imposter Pokemon, guys. I don't think this is Jigglypuff. I don't think it is at all. I think this is a new concept Pokemon, which is what I'm calling right now imposter Pokemon. They look like Pokemon we're familiar with, but are not Pokemon at all. They have a different name, they have a different dex entry, and all of that stuff. Totally different entirely. So I'm very curious to see what's going to go on there. But now we know it's a little bit more. All of these different Pokemon are going to have the similar abilities. Another revelation for our Flamingomon here. First of a kind, brand new entry into Pokemon Scarlet Violet. It's going to be flying fighting, and it's not going to have any evolution. So that's an update for our Flamingo bro here, which is absolutely visible in this mess of a blurry picture. Finally, the modder that we've been covering recently, Ivo Newman over on Twitter, has implemented a brand new Pokemon into Pokemon Sword and Shield for some gameplay. You can try to use this as an imaginative tool to try and see what it's going to be like when we finally get our Girafarig evolution phase in Pokemon Scarlet Violet. It's basically going to be very, very much like this. I think this is cool. He's doing a great job at putting in these mods of the brand new Pokemon. He's doing it very quickly too. But there he is, guys, in all his glory, all his splendor. That is him. I think he's going to be a little taller in the actual game, perhaps. We'll see. Based off the picture, it does look like he's going to be taller in the actual game, but the design is pretty spot on from what we have. Its tail becomes its hoodie. There it is. I mean, it's implemented as a Pokemon in Pokemon Sword and Shield for gameplay, and it's got the animations and everything. It's so cool. It's so cool. But yeah, I mean, keep up the good work. We're going to see some new footage from Ivo Newman as well soon. Oh, there's a different coloring too. So what, it was like shiny or something? We're going to see some others as well coming soon, and ones that are speculative, such as the two new pseudo-legendary. There's the Diglett. There's the Diglett in there. I didn't even see that. That was great. But then, that's some really cool footage for what we're going to be getting basically in Pokemon Scarlet Violet, just with a slight graphics change. For these mods, guys, Ivo Newman is your man over on Twitter. Underscore in the middle of the two names. So go check him out too if you want to see some mods or get your hands on some of them. That's going to be a wrap for today's leak video. There's loads of leaks coming out. Highly recommend you check out my Twitter if you have it, at REALBLAINES. If you don't, that's totally cool, I understand. And I'll see you guys around in the next video, whatever that might be, man. The leaks are apparently going to end this week, but our leaker has also said he's going to stop leaking over and over again, and he just keeps coming back to do it, so I don't think he can help himself. However, I'm hoping to get some pictures. I'm hoping to get my hands on some pictures so I can showcase to you guys exactly what we're going to be getting visually and exactly as it is in the game. No blur, no cap, none of that stuff. So I'm really hoping to get my hands on some of those. Working on it. Stay tuned and drop a sub if you want to keep on top of the latest news, leaks, and all that stuff as well. See you guys around the next video. Till then, guys, bye!